The 2025 Ford GT isn't just a supercar, it's a revolution that will send shockwaves through the entire car industry. With innovations that defy expectations and performance that shatters norms, this isn't about setting new records, it's about rewriting the rules. Imagine a car so advanced, so groundbreaking, that it leaves its competitors scrambling to catch up. But what makes it so unstoppable? Is it the engine, the design, the technology, or something more? Stick around as we uncover the secrets behind the GT's dominance and why it's poised to change everything you thought you knew about supercars. Get ready for a story that will leave you questioning if the car industry can ever recover. The evolution of an icon. The Ford GT was more than just a car. It had been a legend for decades, having won the hearts of racing enthusiasts and car aficionados alike. It came out of the need for Ford to take on Ferrari in the prestigious Le Mans 24 Hours race, when the first GT40 stood bold as a shifter, testifying to American engineering. Between 1966 and 1969, the GT40 won Le Mans 4 years in a row, magnifying the legendary status in motorsport history. In fact, that awesome victory was more than a victory. It expressed a statement of innovation, determination, and how to combine high-tech performance together with timeless lines. Ford revived this legacy in 2005, bringing its iconic heritage into the 21st century with the modern interpretation of the GT40. The 2005 Ford GT is a vehicle that took an unmistakable retro look from its ancestor with technology, thus captivating a new generation of car enthusiasts. However, Ford was not simply to pay homage to the past, as in 2016. The GT got a new design where the styling underlined a bold step into the future. With the EcoBoost V6 engine, lightweight carbon fiber construction, and revolutionary aerodynamics, this modern GT wasn't just an incarnation, but one step further redefining what a supercar can do. Now, the 2025 Ford GT takes lineage to unprecedented new heights by marrying the spirit of its racing heritage with innovations that push the boundaries of automotive engineering. This iteration was more than a continuation, it's a reinvention. Blending tradition with modernity in the perfect supercar, the 2025 GT brings together lessons learned over decades of racing with technologies ready for the future. The Ford GT, desirable due to its cutting-edge design, sustainable engineering, and unmatched performance, is a perfect example of synergies balanced between past triumphs and forward-looking innovation. On another level, it is this ability to change with the times, yet without compromising its core identity, which singles the Ford GT out for special mention as it has gone through its metamorphosis. Whereas in an industry where so often icons fade into history, the GT stood the test of time and led the market, proving that relevance comes from innovation and an unwavering commitment to excellence. The 2025 Ford GT is a status symbol, oozing with pride, the loud statement of Ford's continuous pursuit of perfection and just what the future might hold for performance cars. It is the next chapter in a book that will inspire the next generation, meaning the GT will be a living legend and not only a legendary vehicle. With each evolution, the Ford GT pushes boundaries, proving that innovation isn't just in its history, it's in every detail, and what lies ahead changes everything. Revolutionary design and aerodynamics. As elegant as it is, the 2025 Ford GT amounts to a masterclass in the union of form and function, with every curve, every line, every surface working to serve a critical purpose. Underpinning that design is a lightweight carbon fiber body, an engineering marvel that reduces weight and offers a significant improvement in structural rigidity. This advanced material gives the GT the greatest agility and responsiveness as it devours corners on a track or simply winds its way down wide-open highways. Its low-slung aerodynamic profile is both striking and functional, sculpted to reduce drag and maximize downforce to ensure stability and precision across any conceivable velocity. Active aerodynamics form the bedrock of the GT's revolutionary design. The deployable rear wing, a characteristic detail, is adjustable in real time depending on speed and driving condition, with maximum stability at high speed and supplementary downforce for aggressive cornering, keeping the GT firmly on the ground. The front splitter and side skirts complete the picture with surgical efficiency in directing airflow and reducing turbulence. They aid the cause even more for enhanced fuel efficiency. Together, these systems form a car that can be driven equally on the racetrack or on the open road, providing performance with an elegance rarely seen in its class. In a tribute to its legendary lineage, the GT embodies heritage-inspired design elements that perfectly blend with its stunning futuristic aesthetics. The teardrop shape, large side air intakes, and rear buttresses are a modern nod toward the iconic GT40 that dominated Le Mans in the 1960s. Yet again, these details are far more than aesthetic. They optimize airflow and cooling for the EcoBoost engine to achieve peak performance under intense conditions. The aggressive front fascia, now bestowed with a wider grille and signature LED headlamps, not only helps to see them through in terms of smooth airflow, but makes the GT exude a commanding presence that demands to be noticed. The innovation then extends to the oft-unseen details beneath the car, where a meticulously engineered underbody ensures optimum management of airflow. A flat floor design, paired with vortex generators and a rear diffuser, work in unison to build downforce without adding drag. These elements create seamless airflow around and under the car, maximizing stability at high speeds, as well as offering efficiency. Overall, the result is a supercar that doesn't only go fast, but also does it with some control and refinement to set new standards for design and performance. The 2025 Ford GT is a proof example of how aerodynamics and aesthetics can coexist, yielding an experience that is visually captivating as much as it is thrilling to drive. Engine power that redefines limits. At the heart of the 2025 Ford GT is some modern engineering marvel, a 3.5 liters twin-turbocharged EcoBoost V6 engine. This powerhouse puts out 660 horsepower and 550 pound-foot of torque, propelling the GT from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds and with a top speed of 216 miles per hour. Unlike many competitors who rely on massive V8s or V12s for dominance, Ford has proven that real innovation comes from getting extraordinary performance from intelligent downsizing. This engine does not only meet, but surpasses what many would think to come from a supercar powertrain, shooting the class benchmarks for both efficiency and capability right out of the water. But what really stands behind this accomplishment is the revolutionary EcoBoost technology brought about by Ford to optimize fuel combustion for the maximum output of power and at the same time minimize emissions and fuel consumption. Advanced turbocharging delivers power consistently and with minimal turbo lag, ensuring seamless and thrilling acceleration. This is indeed the holy union of performance and responsibility, challenging the given order of high-performance engines wherein raw power and sustainability are no longer mutually exclusive. The 2025 Ford GT isn't just fast, it's a pioneer in crafting a future where performance vehicles are also environmentally conscious. Enhancing the GT's revolutionary engine is a precision-engineered 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. This state-of-the-art gearbox provides lightning-fast shifts, allowing the car to maintain composure and control even under the most extreme conditions. Whether racing on the sharp corners of a racetrack or cruising through city streets, the transmission settles back perfectly into the demands of the moment. Every shift is like a lesson in precision, translating the immense EcoBoost power to a dynamic, exciting driving experience. In harmony, engine and transmission marry to put the driver in command of a machine designed for perfection. However, the engineering that goes into the GT is far more than just numbers. It is about how those numbers translate to real-world performance. There's the engine itself, sitting compactly and carefully with weight reduction being doggedly pursued by Ford, leading to optimal weight distribution and a low center of gravity. This synergy has allowed the GT to put together unmatched corner carving abilities while keeping stability at record-breaking speeds. It's a supercar that feels alive, so responsive to every input maneuver in agility and poise. The 2025 Ford GT doesn't only redefine performance, it reimagines how to achieve performance, outclassing its peers and forging a dramatic new course for the future of supercar engineering. the luxurious and driver-focused cabin. As soon as you step inside the 2025 Ford GT, you're transported to a world that redefines performance and luxury. The cabin, which is made of the best materials including carbon fiber, Alcantara, and premium leather, perfectly combines sophistication with race-inspired functionality. From the elegant carbon fiber embellishments to the fine stitching on the seats, every detail exhibits Ford's painstaking attention to quality. This ingenious use of lightweight materials results in a more aesthetically pleasing interior as well as a lighter vehicle overall. The seats, although very thin, are indeed pieces of ergonomic art. Provided with maximum support, they stay in place at critical high-speed cornering moments without really appearing as if they would be less than comfortable. As opposed to the variable position where conventional adjustable seats require, the GT privileges a fixed seating position to which the pedal box and steering column can be adjusted instead. In support of race car ergonomics, this design could maximize weight distribution and allow the driver a feeling of extension from his body. It's an in-your-face driving experience, putting the driver center stage of what might happen, likely ready to command the road or the track. On top of the dashboard is a fully digital instrument cluster, a technological marvel that can be customized to suit the various driving modes. Whether commuting around town or pushing the GT hard at the racetrack, the display provides all the necessary and right information at a glance. A race-inspired steering wheel bookends this cluster of controls. Drive modes, suspension setups, and infotainment operations are all integrated into its design. Every button and dial is purposefully positioned so that the driver can access important functions without ever taking his eyes off the road. This smooth design keeps all focus on the driving experience. Still, without ceding ground to modern connectivity and convenience, the GT doesn't forget how things go fast. The infotainment system supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and drivers will easily integrate their smartphones. For audiophiles, there's the premium Bang & Olufsen audio system with deeply immersive sound, even when the twin-turbocharged V6 is roaring at full throttle. However, luxury will never be allowed to detract from the GT's mission. The layout is clean, purposeful, free of unnecessary distractions, reinforcing the GT's philosophy. Every feature serves the driver's connection to the car. In the 2025 Ford GT, the cabin is not just a space, it's a sanctuary where performance and sophistication unite in perfect harmony. Engineering perfection on track and road. As if the 2025 Ford GT was simply a supercar without being a masterpiece of engineering, dramatically designed for performance at every turn in every driving condition. Its hydraulic active suspension system is a marvel in innovation because it does pay homage to the driver and needs of the road. It means there's real-time adjustment, transitioning smoothly between cruising with comfort and precision on the track. In regular driving modes, the suspension soaks up road imperfections to deliver a surprisingly refined and composed ride, making the GT a pleasure to drive on city streets or winding highways. Track mode transforms the GT into a precision instrument of speed and control. The suspension lowers the car by nearly 2 inches, dramatically reducing ground clearance and lowering the center of gravity. It actually enables more aerodynamic efficiency, so that the downforce levels increase to the point where the car stays firmly planted even at the topmost speeds. The suspension also stiffens up to deliver razor-sharp responsiveness and handling that race cars can only dream of. This duality ensures that it's as challenging to corner on a tricky race circuit as it is comfortable on the way home. Supporting the GT's performance is a custom-developed tire technology in collaboration with leading tire manufacturers. These unique, custom-designed rubber compounds and tread patterns bring exceptional grip and stability in all kinds of driving conditions. Together with the active suspension and aerodynamic technologies, the tires provide a seamless driving experience that motivates at every turn. The GT's tires and chassis provide accuracy and control when braking from high speeds or accelerating out of corners, solidifying its standing as a top-tier supercar. The engineering ingenuity of the GT does not solely lie in its individual parts, but in its overall design and distribution of weight. Its mid-engine layout makes the engine sit right in the middle of the car. therefore maximizing the balance and agility of the car. The fuel tank and battery are positioned to keep that optimum weight bias. This ensures the maximum stability in high-speed maneuvers. Such engineering decisions make a car behave highly connected and intuitive, carving through tight corners, or just unleashing its full power on a straightaway. The 2025 Ford GT epitomizes the power of innovation, typifying the vehicle that can perfectly balance performance with versatility. As the GT's engineering sets a new standard, the true impact goes far beyond performance. Innovation that will destroy the car industry. The 2025 Ford GT is a disruptor, something that will end up breaking the mold of what a supercar can and should be. It shakes and then breaks the so-called rules for high-performance vehicles with superior lightweight engineering, advanced aerodynamics, and revolutionary EcoBoost technology. When other manufacturers rely on gigantic V8s and V12s to boast their power, the GT's 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged V6 shows that intelligence can overtake brute force. The GT produces 660 horsepower, yet remains unmatched in efficiency. While it is setting new standards for performance and sustainability, size is no longer synonymous with power in the industry. At its core, this disruptor of a car is an advanced active aerodynamic system, a defining feature of engineering where every element is as functional as it is elegant. The rear wing is deployable and adjusts dynamically to improve stability, as well as providing additional downforce at speed. The front splitter and side skirts actively manage airflow to reduce drag. This seamless integration of form and function creates a level of aerodynamic efficiency that no other supercar has achieved. Providing cutting-edge aerodynamics to an extent by relating performance and sustainability to it, the GT forces the industry to rethink its strategies in designing future high-performance vehicles. The GT isn't just a powerful but a clever supercar that integrates advanced technologies to deliver a truly futuristic experience. Its telemetry system enables recording, analyzing, and optimizing performance, making the car a tool for improvement on the track. Smart connectivity features make integrating with devices and infrastructure perfectly smooth. It makes the GT truly years ahead of its contemporaries in terms of versatility and usability. A lot of supercars exist solely for the sake of speed, yet the GT changes all that because it artfully shifts gears from track to urban streets, radically redefining the concept of raw power and practical utility that the real enthusiasts have come to expect and the industry has come to expect as well. The 2025 Ford GT doesn't just raise the bar, it redefines the playing field. A motorsport-engineered vehicle that offers cutting-edge technology and more eco-friendly practices, the GT exposes these flaws in a traditional supercar, rendering them less impressive in comparison. Its ability to lead in performance and responsibility sets the car industry on shaky ground, proving that the future of high-performance engineering is with those who innovate. It is not only a new chapter in the storied legacy of Ford, but also a bold declaration of superiority in the supercar world, a glimpse at what is to come in future generations of automotive excellence, standing alone as a masterpiece. With a revolutionary debut, the 2025 Ford GT stands totally unparalleled as an engineering masterpiece, performance excellence, and innovation expert. A very minimal, hand-assembled production run via Ford's Multimatic facility puts its status beyond compare for most vehicles. The uniqueness is part of this exclusivity. Every single GT is handcrafted to deliver specific, precise requirements from a single producer, thus ensuring the exclusivity and holding its value as an ongoing collector dream. This level of craftsmanship not only separates the GT from other supercars, but also sets an earmark of inheritance in history as one of the most valued cars in history. The commitment of GT towards sustainability further cements its unique position in the market. By using lightweight carbon fiber construction and EcoBoost engine technology, Ford has shown that high performance and environmental responsibility go hand in hand. This GT ushered in a new era of supercars, establishing a precursor for environmentally friendlier variants that do not sacrifice raw power for the sake of the planet. It forces the competition to go back to the drawing board and challenge their design philosophies, a true pioneer in sustainable engineering. The great appeal of the GT lies in the ability of supercar performance under race conditions alongside usability on the road. While many supercars are designed exclusively for speed, the GT is a versatile machine that seems to excel in every driving situation. Adjustable suspension and telemetry system allow professional racers as well as road driving drivers to attain a level of adaptability rarely found in this segment. This duality makes it a GT more than just a collector's item. It is a car that delivers on its promise of being the ultimate driving experience. As the dust settles, in comes the 2025 Ford GT, a beacon representing the future of supercars, or so it shall turn out. It threatens conventions, redefines expectations, and inspires whole lines across the industry to innovate. Blending heritage, cutting-edge technology, and environmental consciousness, Ford has come up with something that is not just a car, but a statement. The GT stands alone as a masterpiece, proving that the future of the car industry is for the bold, pushing boundaries, and embracing change. Beyond engineering and design innovation, 2025 Ford GT is an exclusive product that marks new heights in customer experience. Ford provides a highly individualized ownership experience for GT customers, with bespoke interior options designed to give owners the freedom to define their personal space with unique, bespoke customization. From heritage-inspired design and color palettes, paying homage to the GT40's racing history, to modern color palettes and individual, unique interior finishes, each GT represents a one-off. This attention towards personalization really strengthens the GT's stance as a dream collector's possession. Each owner becomes an integral part of the car's legendary story, taking that relationship between the driver and machine into an altogether different zone. Track-ready, everyday usability. The 2025 Ford GT is the new breed of supercar. It combines track performance with everyday practicality. Its advanced hydraulic active suspension system is an engineering marvel that minimizes the dimensions of the car in track mode, optimizing aerodynamics to create more downforce and better grip for a precision machine on the racetrack. In addition, it can be raised to easily overcome speed bumps and steep driveways to ensure that the GT transitions from the pit lane to city streets without any compromise on its DNA as a high-performance vehicle. The masterful balance of power and control makes the GT rather versatile. Ideally weight-distributed thanks to its mid-engine layout, coupled with the inefficiency of mass owing to lightweight carbon fiber construction, yields a level of agility unseen anywhere else. Whether you're tackling tight hairpin turns on a track or cruising along scenic roads, the GT's precise handling inspires confidence at every speed. This is a car that doesn't just offer thrills on the weekend, it's also perfectly suited to the demands of the everyday driver, combining excitement with comfort in a way few supercars can match. For track enthusiasts, the GT's advanced telemetry system is a game-changer. The component can capture and analyze important performance data, such as lap times, G-forces experienced during cornering, throttle inputs, and braking points. Insights into these factors enable drivers to hone their techniques and perform at their limits each time they drive around the track. Casually, the system's intuitive interface does not make it distract from relaxed Sunday cruises, so the GT is just as enjoyable in a more competitive track session. It's this flexibility that makes the GT so much more than just a race car. It's a driver's ultimate tool for growing and enjoying themselves. Ford hasn't forgotten comfort and convenience, even in a car engineered to rip up speed. The GT's cabin is fitted with adjustable pedal boxes and steering columns, so every driver finds his or her ideal position. The infotainment system, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, keeps the driver connected. At the same time, the premium Bang & Olufsen audio system delivers crystal-clear sound even when the engine is roaring. It is with the 2025 Ford GT that being track-ready takes on a whole new meaning. High performance without sacrificing practicality or luxury. This is indeed a supercar that delivers the best of both worlds. A technological marvel. The 2025 Ford GT isn't about being a performance beast. It's more about cutting-edge technology presenting a new standard for a supercar experience. At its core is a fully digital instrument cluster, utilizing real-time data to communicate well with the driver, being customizable for varieties of driving modes, ranging from cruising to absolute domination on the track. This cluster provides access to vital performance metrics, such as speed, lap times, and G-forces, and puts the driver in an informed position at all times. Paired with that is a racing-inspired steering wheel with controls for drive modes and suspension adjustments located intuitively for maximum driver convenience. FordPass, the connectivity platform within the GT, does raise the game when it comes to convenience by letting owners keep tabs on their car from afar. Through a smartphone app, drivers can check fuel levels, tire pressure, and maintenance schedules with ease. The app also enables remote locking, engine starts, and even climate control adjustments, ensuring that the GT is ready to go at a moment's notice. This level of connectivity bridges the gap between high-performance engineering and everyday usability, making the GT as smart as it is fast. Advanced telemetry systems offered by the GT will take the game to a new level for the avid track driver. The system records and analyses throttle inputs, braking points, and cornering G-forces. So in detail, drivers can review and optimize their performance. Every track session becomes a learning session. Moreover, the system can replay driving sessions, helping owners refine their techniques to push skills to new heights. And this is where the blend of digital tools and mechanical excellence puts the GT in a class of its own, a true driver's machine. Future-thinking integration into the future mobility ecosystems, intelligent roadways, and smart city infrastructure, or at least being prepared for that next wave of automotive technology, is another feature. Another innovation is its adaptive LED lighting system, which automatically adjusts beam patterns based on speed, steering angle, and road conditions for optimal visibility. Combining high-performance driving with state-of-the-art connectivity, the 2025 Ford GT sets a new standard in technological sophistication in the world of supercars. It's not just built for today, it's engineered for tomorrow. The technical excellence of the 2025 Ford GT continues with aerodynamic systems that utilize real-time data to optimize performance dynamically. Here, by Active Aerodynamics, it includes a deployable rear wing and an adjustable front splitter adjusted by sensors and algorithms according to instantaneous driving conditions. Such systems do more than offer speed and stability. They actually contribute to fuel efficiency by reducing drag when downforce isn't needed at maximum extents. With intelligent systems integrated into the aerodynamics of the car, the GT comes with an exhilarating experience that is also extremely efficient and proves to everyone that technology and performance can work hand in hand to redefine the supercar landscape. The GT's technology redefines the present, but the true brilliance lies in how it shapes the future, taking a glimpse into tomorrow. A vision, future of supercars. The 2025 Ford GT is more than just a car, but a statement for where the supercar industry is going. Seamlessly merging heritage with innovation, the GT makes sure that the future of performance vehicles remains based on sustainable engineering, advanced technology, and unmatched craftsmanship. While its DNA from the GT40 is undeniably iconic, its 2025 model shapes its materials and features into something people can love for generations to come. Here's a take on how a supercar should be, a vision that reminds automakers to redefine just what the supercar can be and should be. One of the defining characteristics of the GT is the ability to balance the breathtaking performance with environmental responsibility. The lightweight carbon fiber construction and EcoBoost engine of this car prove that supercars need not be wasteful or inefficient in delivering world-class speed. Paving the way for a new generation of supercars that can focus on both the power needed and the planet's interest, the GT sets the standards for sustainability in high-performance vehicles. This places the GT in a pioneer position, inspiring other makers to walk a similar path. Innovation can also be seen in the forward-thinking technology of the GT. Equipped with advanced telemetry, smart connectivity, and integration with intelligent road systems, the GT is not designed for the present but for the future. This way, capabilities ensure this car will remain relevant in the increasingly digital-driven automobile industry. With GT, Ford blurs the lines between performance and technology, breaking all expectations with supercars and erasing the bar from out of the world. The 2025 Ford GT is more than an automobile. It's an icon of perfection destined for history as one of the most influential cars ever built. This supercar boldly combines Ford's rich racing heritage with modern sensibilities, bridging the gap between what's iconic and what's forward-looking. It inspires competition, delights enthusiasts, and sets the bar for innovation both in performance and design. This GT inspires a whole new generation of engineers and car makers to do even better, thus securing its place as a timeless masterpiece and beacon for the future of supercars. The 2025 Ford GT also redefines the relationship between car and driver with the ultimate in personalization options, enabling its owners to create a vehicle mirroring their personality. Whether bespoke interior finishes or heritage-inspired design, every GT is a unique expression of its owner's vision. It isn't just a car for today, it is also a legacy for tomorrow. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the all-new 2025 Ford GT. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment below to share your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. And don't stop here. Click on the next video on your screen to keep exploring the world of groundbreaking innovations. See you in the next one.